and preparing for IM3. And if they're just going to graduate, I'm just going to let them stop. But most people need to catch up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's sort of like if we're
What
running.
if you have like a good grade in the class?
Yeah, so you definitely just want to join for a few minutes and you want to prepare so that when you get into IM2, it's you're gonna have a really good grade and it's all like connected, right?
Okay.
So if you do have a really good grade, then you just don't stress out whatsoever. You're gonna be fine. Just kind of just learn it just for like learning's sake. And if you do that, you actually will learn it better than you trying to force, you know. All right, so I'm just going to give you an intro to geometry. It's just real simple stuff. We'll take it, some notes. Um, we'll start off um, uh, with angles, and then degrees and stuff like that. Okay, so for example, I don't know. Let's try a triangle. Any triangle. If you measure the angles, let's call this angle A, and then angle B, and then angle D. Why did I go D instead of C?
Because you wanted to?
Yeah, because I like to spell things with my angles. What does that spell?
Bad?
Yeah, it's angle bad. Yeah. Or adb or bda. Um, anyway, so what is the measure of angle A plus the measure? M is measure. This is this is the symbol for angle.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it 180?
And it is 180. And I'm kind of giving you like some intro, like M. What does M stand for?
Yeah,
Measure of
sorry.
angle. B. Wait. Oh, I was gonna put bad, but whatever. And then plus measure of angle D equals 180. What? Apples?
180 degrees.
Degrees. And why? Why does it measure 180?
It's a triangle.
Because a triangle makes 180 degrees.
Okay, so why do triangles make 180? Why not 50? Why not? Why not?
It wouldn't look like a triangle.
Why not look?
Because a flat line is 180 degrees.
All right, there we go. So that's kind of where we're going. And I might teach at one or two sections of IM2 next year. I'm going to be trying to teach IM3 and maybe a little bit of IM2. So usually I try to overlap. A line equals 180 degrees. Why? Why does a line equal 180? Why not 50,000?
Because it is a half circle.
Okay. So we're like leading. We're leading into a circle, right? A circle measures 300 and what?
6
degrees. What am I going to write right next to it? Why? Why 360? Why not 53.79?
I don't know, because some mathematicians
3.79 is less than 180.
Yeah, but why?
Because some guy in the early teens decided that. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, it's probably some old man, right? Or some.
Yeah.
All right. Here's Earth. It's going around the sun. How many days does it take to go around the sun?
365.25.
Yeah. And look, this looks like what? You think?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my theory of why we went with 360, not 200. Like, does that make sense? So think of 1 degree. Think of it as 1 day. So, right? So here is January 1st, and then 1 degree would be January what? 2nd. And what would 90 degrees be? See, that's like 3 months, right? January, February, March? Makes sense? March-ish,
yeah.
right? And then,
January 90th.
yeah, and what about what about like June-ish?
Yeah, June 1st.
Right? June 1st, yeah.
Because
And
of
then,
course the months don't have the same days.
Yeah.
But it'd be at least.
yeah, give or take, right? Imagine you were in 1500, or maybe even before that, maybe like year 500. You wouldn't know that there's 365 and 1/4 days. And then this is June 3, 9, June, July, August. So wait, June, July, August, September, right? Anyway, so here we have, your kind of your day. Think of a day as a degree, okay? So what I wanted you to think about is not that, oh, triangles are 180 because my teacher told me, and that they just are. And it's true. Your teacher did tell you, and my teacher told me. And at your age, I didn't really care why. 180, yeah, it's fine. That's cool. I was worried about other stuff. But if you kind of understand a little more, it makes it easier. Okay. So let's see. How does a flat a line which equals 180, how does it equal a triangle that is 180 degrees?
I don't know.
How does a line become a triangle?
If you think about it,
Uh-huh.
you could unfold the triangle.
All right, so we unfold it.
If you were to cut the between the
Like,
top,
like open
and
it up.
if the other side just fall down sideways, it would be 180.
Like that, right? Maybe. Okay. All right. So here is the geometry proof. Okay. All right. And we're gonna call this line. This line, you're gonna put arrows like this. This is called line. Let's call this line A for Abby. Okay, this is line A. And then we are going to make another line that's parallel on top. Parallel. And we got Braden, Eli. We're going to call it line B. Oh, by the way, instead of writing the word line, those nerdy mathematicians do this. See, all right, that's the symbol for line. Oh, by the way, it's not line. Yeah, B, right? Yeah, B. Yeah, it's like a little baby line on top, right? All right. So, first, line B is parallel to line A. Now, I used to struggle with spelling the word parallel. I didn't know there was 2 R's, 2 L's, until I realized 2 L's look like 2 parallel lines. And after I did that, I was like, oh, now I know what's two of what? 2 L's, right? All right, and how would you write this in Mathanese? You would write line B is parallel to line A. Okay. All right, next. Let's draw a line diagonal here. And we're going to call this Ethan. So we're going to call it E. Line E. Okay? Okay. Ready? We're almost going to be done with this. So, let's call this angle right here. This angle. Let's see who's here. Let me see who's joined. Sarah's here. Let's call this angle Sarah. Angle Sarah. And we're going to call this angle here. Let's see who's here. Who? Oh, one of the Olivias. Angle O. By the way, what is the measure of angle S plus the measure of angle O? What does that equal to?
180.
180. Because we know it's a line, right? So that's a line. Duh, right? Duh. It's a line. Make sense? Both of the angles together. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. All right, next. If you were to connect another line here, and we're going to call this angle T for, T for Tyler, right? T, line T. Okay, how many angles are up here?
Up where?
Right here.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, there are 6. Yep. How many are below the line?
3.
3.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, and there are 6. And my question was a little vague. Now, in geometry, you learn that angle Olivia and angle this one over here are the same.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They're the same if the two lines are parallel. So we need to name that top angle. Okay. Now, we also know that angle, the one in the middle here, is the same as S. Can we just call this angle S instead, because it's the same thing? Right here? Okay.
Angle S.
Yeah, because they're the same, right? This angle is the same as, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's the same as what? This angle is big, right? Yeah, there we go. So it's the whole thing, not the inside, right? Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna basically get the 3 angles inside. Okay. All right. Next, I'm gonna use a different color. This little blue angle.
What things?
Right here.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Is the same as this part right here.
Oh.
I thought. Don't blame me.
Don't blame him. Okay.
It's like diagonals.
Because they are, yeah, they're called opposite interior angles. Alternate interior. Alternate interior. And they're alternating because one's inside and one's outside.
I like it there.
Okay. So, by the way, what is angle blue plus? Let me go by colors, and then let's see if I can remember how to do this. This angle. Let me show one more color, and I know you guys don't have all the colors, but just go with this, right? Let's call this orange, right? Orange is right here. It's the whole what? The whole thing. So all we really need is blue. And isn't my blue one inside the same as the green minus? Wait, I already got the blue. So what is angle blue plus orange? And I'll name them by color so that what is angle?
180.
Yeah, so blue. Orange. Measure of angle orange plus blue. And I know you, like I said, you guys don't have the colors, and it's okay. Blue equals what? 180. Okay. So green plus blue is 180, right? Blue plus orange is 180. So all we need is this little piece right here. This little section right here. Purple. Purple equals green minus what? You see this little purple section right here?
Yeah.
This is the same as if you got all of the green and you take away the blue. All right. So we're going to have measure of angle red plus, and I went without the names. I'm so sorry. Plus measure of angle blue plus measure of angle purple. P for purple. I should have wrote the word purple. So what are they equal to? So red is green minus 180. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm losing out on the names and the colors. So there's too many. Yeah, and I messed it up because I switched from name to colors. I was trying to do differently. Okay. So let's scratch this color method, and I'm just going to give you the other one real quick. It's faster. I was trying to be creative, but it didn't work. Okay. A, B.
I like the colors.
Me too, but I didn't think you guys don't all have the colors. You know, that's those.
I have colors.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
I always have colors.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate me.
So that's true. I think I remember seeing lots of the colors there. Okay. So here is A plus B equals 180. C plus D equal 180. Okay. And this is A, the same thing as A. And this is D, the same thing as D. So you're going to do this. I'm going to call this little piece right here E, just the one inside. So E is D. No, sorry, it's 180 minus D. 180 minus D. So what's A? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go to the inside. What are the inside angles? B plus E plus C. What is it equal to?
180.
Yes, but let's prove it. So, ready? So we're going to replace all of these three letters with whatever they equal. So where do you see E in these three? The first, second, or the third? Where do you see B? I'm sorry.
The first.
The first. But we need to get B by itself, right? So we're going to put, so if you subtract A from both sides, you're going to be B equals 180 minus A. So you're going to replace this with 180 minus A. Okay, where do you see E? First, second, third?
Third.
Third. So this is 180 minus D, right?
Would you put that in parentheses?
Yeah, you can put in parentheses, right? When you subtract and add, you don't really have to. When you multiply, you would. But let's put it. It doesn't hurt. And where's C at?
The second one.
The second one. So we need to get C by itself. So that would be, so it'd be 180 minus what? D, right? 180 minus D. Okay. So how many 180s are there?
3.
3. And then minus A, minus D, minus, right?
E and C are the same.
What's that? Oh.
Wouldn't E and C be the same?
Yeah, I think I made a mistake. E. Oh, they're the same. Yeah, weird, huh? So you're going to have, 180 minus B.
So if we knew the number for, if we knew number A,
right,
we would find B. And since we know that E and C are the same, we could just subtract B from 180.
All right, let's do with numbers, right? I think I like your idea instead of having letters. Let's pretend this was 110, right? So what does it make? What is this angle down here? So this is 110. What is the, so this is 110. What is the next one going to be? 70, right?
Yes.
Now, if you knew this one over here was, let's say, 130, what would make this one right here?
50.
50. Okay. Now, if this is 110, this is also 110, right? And what would this little piece over here be?
180. No,
70, right? That makes sense? Okay.
Yes.
Now, if this is 50, that means this little piece is 50. So what's this little piece right here? Let me zoom in so you can see it. So what would this little missing angle be right here?
60.
So you're going to basically do 50 plus 70 plus something, right? What is it? 60. Now you can measure, add up all three of these. What's this plus this plus this?
180.
180. That's how it works. Actually, it was way better with numbers. As soon as you said that, Brady, I thought, oh, let me just not confuse these kids,
Yes.
So
it's much easier to see when you can actually see everything add up to 180.
Yeah. Yep. All right. And we'll do the last one, and then we're going to be pausing. So this
Can
is...
you go back for a second?
Yeah. And we're going to make it a new one. And I'm going to... This is the last thing we're going to do. We're going to do one more of these with numbers.
Then, yeah, by the way, it's 126, just time check.
Oh, perfect.
So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
If it's easier for students, they could do what you did and do, move all the numbers up, if that makes sense?
Yes.
To try and figure out 60.
Right.
But since you already got the 70 and the 50,
yep,
you could have just added them together, subtracted them from 180, and get 60.
Right.
Without having to put the 70 on top, the 110 on top, and the 50 on top.
I agree. Now,
of course, the test could be different. It could say, find all angles.
Right.
You'll have to do it.
But
if you're trying to find out that triangle,
right? To prove that that triangles equal 180, you would need just this angle and this angle, right? And the lines have to be parallel. They have to be what?
Parallel.
They have to be parallel. If they're not parallel, then it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. And all right, let's do one more with. Okay, let me just use black, and this will be our last one for today. I want you to be more curious about math than just, now these are parallel. I'm going to be more like geometry. Okay. Given, this is what geometry looks like. Given L is parallel to line M. And this is what geometry looks like. Okay.
So that's L.
Yeah, L. Yeah, line L is parallel. This is the symbol for parallel. So this is the language of geometry. Remember, each math class has its own language. This is the language. You're gonna say prove. This is what geometry is like, right? And then I'm gonna draw another angle. Another line. This is called a. This line right here is called a transversal. This line is called a transversal. Transversal. Why do you think it's called a transversal?
It goes over multiple lines. Yeah,
it goes over two parallel lines. So if M wasn't parallel, then it wouldn't be a transversal. It'd just be some line going through them. All right, and let me get rid of this prove. And let's call this line R, and then here's S. given, and then line S, and R are transversals. By the way, if I say they were transversals, that would be given that the two were parallel. Prove that angle, let's call this, so let's give it a number, okay? Instead of 110, let's say 100 what? It's got to be more than 90, right? What angle would you like here? Anybody? How much? 100 and something.
170.
Whoa, that's all right. I'll go 150. Yeah, that's pretty high, right? And what about the one over here? What would you want that to be? Something different than 150. How about, but also big, right? How about 120? Okay. So degrees. So from these two things, what do you know? We're almost done, Abby. Okay, ready? So from these two, we would know that this
He's just rambling in my ear.
is 120.
And then next to that would be 160.
150, right?
Wait. That would work. Wait.
Yeah.
No, wait.
So what would be the inside then?
Wait. Sorry, I was
Yeah. And this is also 30 degrees right here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see the big.
And what's this going to be?
I was getting ahead of myself. 30 and then 60.
60.
Are you trying to pass high school? Just out of curiosity.
So what's the missing angle?
Don't you want to be in it? Okay,
Oh, by the way, this will be 30 degrees too for this section right here.
Yeah.
So
and then across from that would have been
right there, right? Because these two together have to equal what?
180.
Yep. I'm sorry, 120, right? There you go. So what are the three interior angles add up to?
100. No, 180.
180. Okay, guys. So we just introduced the idea that all triangles add up to 180. I went around this in a kind of a haphazard way. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you a triangle with some missing angles, and you're just going to find the missing angle. That's it. It is going to be 180 times easier than this. Okay? So that's what tomorrow will be. So today you're going to have some notes to post, and that's about it. Okay?
What page number was this? Or notes number?
The notes, let's take a peek here. It's going to be 27.
Okay.
And then I'll go real slow and not add so much work so that other people can catch up with any missing assignments so they can pass the class. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Bye.